everyone. This is Russ Davis speaking to you from, not at ringside, but from way up in the balcony at International Amphitheater in Chicago. We've got a crowded ringside arrangement here tonight, and so consequently, I'm about 150 feet away from the ring here. This lad that was just introduced was Pete Managoff from down in North Carolina, sir. He's a Tar Heel, no less. And the big guy that you saw when we first started here and came on your television screen was Killer Kowalski. And killer he is. Boy, he's a whopper, this guy. He stands some 6'5", weighs 280 some odd pounds. There's a normal-sized referee alongside of him that you can get an idea of his height. And, of course, Pete Managoff is no midget by any matter of means. These boys are discussing the rules of the ring here at International Amphitheater. They're Texas rules for your benefit. Texas rules involve simply catch as catch-can wrestling. The only holds barred are gouging, kicking, hitting with a doubled-up fist, and such holds as would cut off your adversary's breathing. So that makes the thing add up. Kowalski does not choose to shake hands with Managoff. We've got a couple of compatriots here. At least their lineage is Russian. Look at that big bruiser. Boy, he's a whopper. So here we go. We're off and running at International. Now Managoff begins to look little alongside of him, doesn't he? Okay, we'll break it up there on the ropes. You can get an idea of the height of these guys by watching where that top rope hits Kowalski, right across the small of the back. He's a perfectly proportioned fellow and handles himself beautifully. Here's a head and shoulders on Managoff. It's changed now to a chin lock posted. And could be. No, he flails out from under at the count of 2. This is the first time I've ever watched a wrestling match from way up here, and needless to say, it's a little different vantage point. Up here we have all of the real aficionados of wrestling. These are not the guys up here who go to be seen. Mr. Kowalski, you'll bust his gizzard bone that way. And these are the guys that pay $1.15 and come at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to be sure they've got a front row balcony seat. Onto the ropes again. And another one. Say, now look, we could have repeated that shot and saved the footage. But do be careful. Mr. Managoff's jawbone may not hold out for too long. Here's an arm bar. Take down with it. Matter of fact, you folks who are watching this on television have got a lot better idea of what goes on than I have. Because, as I say, I'm 150 feet away from the ring. It's nice to see how the other half lives, I guess you might say about me. Still an arm lock on Managoff. We brought up the big siege guns here for you tonight. You folks have been asking for some real honest-to-goodness heavyweight matches, and it's a whopper. Our Mr. Managoff is tattooed in odd places, if you'll notice. He has a tattoo right on his tummy. There's a headlock. And a side mare. And that's a rough one. We've got a good crowd here at International tonight. Another turnaway crowd. If ever you're in Chicago and you see one of these big matches billed at International Amphitheater, do make it a point to come out. You'll see wrestling at its very best. Boy, oh boy. There's a count here because Kowalski had a hold of Managoff's hair, but he's right back at it again. Another broad arm lick alongside the neck. Onto the ropes with the big man. Down we go again. You notice his tattoo on Managoff's tummy? Should be turned up there where you can get a halfway decent look at it. It's a rooster, so I'm told. Still a headlock on Managoff. He hasn't made much progress here against Kowalski. And another side mare. Well, there's a head scissors short. Couldn't hold on to it. Well, maybe it'll stick this time. George, that big fella is very lithe. There's a body slam for him. 2 or 3 of those will take the steam out of him. Maybe. No, not quite. Just look at him pick Managoff up there and just flip him over. Here's a body scissors. Managoff's still trying for a pin, and he's closer to it than Kowalski is, as a matter of fact. Still a body scissors on Managoff. Managoff's a boy from around Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. He used to sail. He was a professional sailor, and then went to wrestling. Found out it was certainly not as confining as being aboard ship for months at a time. Sometimes the weather gets a little rougher, as it is right now. Kowalski has this body scissors open on him. Well, that broke it up. He caught him right where he lived then. Contact. There's a wrist lock. Outside and doubled, and Kowalski is trying to beef it out with him. We can't even keep these guys in our picture, I imagine, because of the extraordinary height of both of them. They leave their feet in, their heads stick out, and vice versa. Well, that was a neat flying toe hold. It wasn't quite a flying toe hold. It was a toe hold that just spun in and then caught Kowalski. Kowolski is the way he spells his name. Killer, that is, and I've never heard his first name. He's one of the new men that promoter Fred Kohler's brought into this part of the country, as is Managoff, for that matter. Headlock. Onto the ropes with Managoff. Ooh. He just stands there like a great big gorilla and lets you collide with him. Well, timber. Well, he smacked him on the snout that trip. There's a drag on Kowalski. A drop kick for him, and down he goes again. Nope, he's out from under. You'll have to break it up, Managoff, and try all over again. Good try, though, boy. Oh, fine. Thump him in the ribs, see if he's still alive. Well, come on, boys. Let's get the show on the road. You know, Mr. Kowalski, if you keep that up, that poor guy is going to be the only guy with the right side to his jaw. Pick up. You, Mr. Kowalski, have made Mr. Managoff a little bit irritated here. And it would seem like the crowd rather likes it. Here's an arm scissor short on the big man. Managoff's going to sweat this one on him good and tight. He's got a hold of his own ankle here, as you can see. Uh-oh. Look out now. Whoop. $5 tour of the ring here for Brother Kowalski. Look out, Mr. Umpire. That guy lands on you, and you will have been landed. Let go of the nape of his neck. Quit pulling the short. Oh, yes, you did, Mr. Kowalski. Oh, yes, you did. See how Kowalski sticks out of our picture? Isn't he a whopper? Oh, it's all in one piece. Quit worrying about it. What a nasty drop kick for Managoff. Guy Kowalski can surprise you for all of his size. He is really a very lithe person. There was a cross chin lock on him, and Managoff finally made a headlock out of it. Oh, well, fine. So you want to try and bruise him down, do you, Kowalski? Managoff came over there with that flying body press then and had Kowalski's head. Naughty boy. Naughty, naughty. We'll take your Longfellows membership away from you. Well, that was a cute half kangaroo on Managoff's part, and there's another one. You're going to get a little punchy from all of this, Killer, if you don't look out, boy. Uh-oh. He's trying to turtle up here on Managoff, but I doubt that he can. Why don't you ride side saddle? It's much more fun. Watch him now. He bucks like all get out when you let him out of the chute. That's right. Put a hackamore on him, then you can handle him. Managoff has nothing here at the moment. There, he's finally got himself an open body scissors. Let's see if this big bruiser can... Well, that tickled him. So let's play Bumps-a-Daisy, huh? Ka-woing. Ooh, my aching spine. Yes, sir? Let's do it again, Mr. Managoff. Oh, come on, bounce him. Silly body scissors open here. Now, Mr. Managoff, you're going to let yourself in for trouble here if you don't keep control of him, boy. He's going to hurt you more ways than the railroad's got ties. Oh, cute. Kowalski was trying for a Boston crab there. He's going to try it again. Mr. Kowalski, leave us not mess up the officials, please. Hit him with those big long legs of yours. Well, Mr. Managoff had a headlock waiting for him. Kowalski's going to try and heave him onto the ropes again. There's that flying body scissors again. Oh, that one didn't work out at all, did it? Oh, great. That will give him a squeaky voice. 1, 2, 3. And so, Brother Kowalski has triumphed over Managoff here. Slight expedient of dropping right on his old Adam's apple. That'll give him one that's shaped like a watermelon. So, there's Kowalski, who has won this match from Pete Managoff of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. And there's our old boy who's Muscles Incorporated. He's one of the biggest things in the wrestling ring today. Okay, that's fine. Now we've got it all handled. Quit posing for the people and go on to the showers. Huh? Well, that's a good idea. He's going to go without benefit of his robe. Seems like Mr. Managoff is, too. No, he's got to go over the other corner and get his. Well, this is Russ Davis speaking to you from International Amphitheater, way up in the balcony.